Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my daily number.
What's up, guys? Davey Crocko. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Sorry, I haven't been live in a few nights. I know earlier this week was under the weather, actually. Just needed a few days off. Took a couple of days off of work, too. And feel better now. Rested up. Back at work. And back streaming. Or making a video. I'll be streaming later. Hope everybody's doing well. And I wanted to talk quickly about the, quote, TikTok ban. Well, it's really called the Restrict Act, but it's known as the TikTok ban. I'm not doing a full deep dive here, but I'm going to give you some pieces of this, of what they're trying to do. And when I do my stream later, I will tie everything in from the neurobehavior, connecting all your devices to get your data, and just the Internet of Things, everything that they have now at their expense to surveil you. But we'll focus on the TikTok ban, it's not called that at all. Real quick, Donald Trump Jr. posted this. Do you know who else was arrested the week before Easter? So this is obviously QAnon prophet nonsense that he's hopped on. And his sister also went with one of these people.
God has called your father-in-law, he's called him his David. And it's something that he has given me more than one time about it. That's his David. And no matter what, he will.
I'm pretty sure she called him the son of God the last time I heard her, but I could have been wrong about that. Julie Green. I know she's a fake QAnon prophet. I mean, they all are, but there's a lot of them. I had a clip of her that I played like on stream last week where she was calling him the son of God. It's not a big deal if I don't find it, but just funny that Trump Jr. and the sister are on this QAnon shit. When me and Adam Green debunked this years ago. Like the origins, everything. Alright, no big deal. Alright, so S686, the Restrict Act. Restricting the emergence of security threats that risk Information and Communications Technology Act. No, they're not worried about any risk. They're just making sure they can get all the information. And at first, it was Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all of these US-based companies that were mad TikTok was doing so well, so they wanted a TikTok ban. As far as what the government, and not like the people that are fake voted for, but the people that control the government and the intelligence agencies, what they wanted was to make sure they could get any data that TikTok had. Whatever the Chinese are getting, they wanted to make sure they got all that data. And there were bills passed to make sure, but they want to go a step further with this one. So let me get into a little bit about it. And you would call this basically a Patriot Act for the internet, is something I think I would equate it to. Just give me 2 seconds for a couple of links to open up here. The Digital Iron Curtain, some people are calling it. Some people are like the Patriot Act 2.0, Patriot Act for the internet. And we'll get into some specifics about what the bill says. And like I said, when I stream later, I'll tie it into my overarching theory of the mass surveillance that they have. Yeah, this ties into HARPA and all that stuff we used to talk about. The patients are waiting. So, the Restrict Act threatens to devastate privacy, crush free speech online, which is already crushed, and, that's where we're at. Twitter's taking a second to load. So, in an era where the world has become more Orwellian than Orwell himself could have ever imagined, it should come as no surprise that the government is once again attempting to expand its stranglehold on individual liberty. Enter Senate Bill 686, also known as the Restricting the Emergency of Security Threats That Risk Information and Communications Tech Act. Far from being the Tik Tok ban it purports to be, the Restrict Act represents an unprecedented expansion of government power and surveillance, reaching into nearly every aspect of our digital lives. The bill is also only currently known as the Tik Tok ban, but it looks as though we were deceived again. The ban is nothing but a distraction while they push the Restrict Act into law. And I'll open these up too. Let me just get these up. And then I can open up some other links here. Some of these are hard to read. Gotta blow them up. Yeah, those are a little hard to read. No big deal though. The Restrict Act being pushed through Congress will give the U.S. government total control of all things connected to the internet: cars, ring cams, refrigerators, Alexas. Sounds like HARPA. Remember, all devices being used to collect neural behavior to prevent mass shootings and other violent events. A sentence of 20 years in prison, civil forfeiture, and denied request of FOIA laws will be given to anyone that tries to circumvent the act. Wireless, mobile, satellite, cable, wireline, core networking, single computer, all platforms or anything smart, all devices or anything smart. Make no mistake, this piece of legislation is the Patriot Act, for online on steroids. It would seemingly grant the U.S. government total control over all devices connected to the internet, including cars, your fridge. It goes beyond the pale, with the end goal being nothing short of a complete invasion of your privacy. The insidious nature of the act doesn't stop there. The bill's proponents are also seeking to undermine Section 230 and limit free speech. This legislation is not about protecting Americans, but rather about stripping away their private liberties. You would call them rights normally, but they're basically privileges now. So, and this does tie into, gun ownership, Second Amendment, First Amendment, if you believe that those things are real. I don't. But remember, it goes back to HARPA. The plan to use Fitbit data to stop mass shootings is one of the scariest proposals yet. So we're going to tie that all in later. We'll bring in red flag laws, threat assessment, prevention, pre-crime stuff, and we'll go through the bill. Just wanted to say what's up to you guys and get a video up just to explain to you really quick that TikTok's not being banned. They're using it as a front to push this bill and make sure they get all the data as well. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Good to see you. Love you all, and see you later.